Alright, we're going to set this corner fence post in this hole that's dug, it's pre-dug, to 20 inches. The post is 20 inches below the surface to match 44 inches cut, to match 44 to match the rest of this fence. I'm going to put a block underneath it and then this cardboard cone over it to fill. I made out of an old cardboard box. Fill that with the concrete, which is Quikrete. Mix that up, pour it in. So we're going to stabilize the fence post and pour the concrete and call it Beer 30. Okay, so these sideboards are mounted to the previous fence post, and it's mounted to this stake on this side to give us a backrest against this hole, and it looks like the hole needs to be taken back just a little bit more, shaved on this side, the back side, in order to accommodate the post, but just a little bit. We'll dig it back out, put that post in there, and start setting it with this block underneath. Alright, now checking the code for clearance all the way to the back, and this big old root and decayed root, and I'm trying to clear as much of it away as I could so that when it does rot and all this collapses, it won't interfere with or move my post. It appears now that the cone will go down and fill. Here's the filler snoot right here on the front, taped away so that it can be poured into, and this fits, and it's slightly taller than 20 inches, so like 21 and a half, so by the time we pour it'll be above the ground. And there's a block in the bottom to accommodate the base of the post, and then once the post is fastened and mounted for pouring, then we can pull that base out, and then concrete will go underneath it as well as around it. And so now there's two side members here that will hold this thing at the top, left and right, forward and back. Then down here, the first thing we're going to do is tack this in the corner. It's not a perfect corner because of the angle of the fence, but we're going to tack it into the corner on one side, keep it as straight against the back side as the straight side, and then that'll still have some flexibility at the top, but it'll be mounted at the bottom and keep it from drifting off the where it belongs until we can get it level and mounted at the top. That's basically level for right now. We're going to have to tack it down here at the bottom, and then we can work from the top. It's just really close and rough enough. Alright, checks level both sides. One side. Alright, checks level both sides. Seems pretty solid. It's got mount from here to the back side of this post, support here into the ground. That's the biggest one. Then from this side, holding the post on that bar, it's holding it in and out as well, which the in and out is on both sides, two corners. At the top we have one side, two sides holding it at the angle, and three sides on another angle with the cross piece. And I think I'm ready to pull out the block at the bottom. Let's see if that will stay up. It seems to be holding. I can get the block right back under. It sags a little bit. That's alright. It ain't gonna sag. The concrete will be in there at first. We'll pull the block out right before we pour. Right now, stick it back in there. Once it's under, it goes under pretty easy. Yeah. Now that everything's stabilized, we can pull the block out from underneath and mix the concrete and pour it in. The little lip is all ready to go. Some little concrete will go out from the bottom, I'm sure. See about it first, but and the rest should stay. I'm going to use one little lump of dirt to hold this, to caulk this mold backwards, because in the back it's tipped up a little bit by the dirt. Looks like the mold is ready to fit around. Goes around the back, goes to the front. Some concrete will pour out the bottom, but then it'll stop and just leave that flat at the bottom. And it's going to go underneath it. Here we go. Let's mix and pour. Alright, the pouring couldn't work out because of the apparatus, but the shovel puts all this stuff into the mold and it's going in there pretty well. The back of the mold seems full. Got a little more room on the right side, and then we'll let it harden and go do something else. Okay, now that's a little higher than the dirt was going to be. The mold is a little too tall, so we'll have to bury this up. We'll have to bury this in, and it looks like it's going to be able to because of how the land behind us is. This should be able to bury up pretty high too, and then make another point right here. And that's how it's going to be. So let's trowel this off, the excess a little bit, and push that back cardboard back in a little so that it can be closer to the pole and not be spreading out as it gets away from the pole. It's a little wet on top, but that's okay. That'll make a nice smooth finish. Now we gotta get rid of what's in this bucket. And I think we can just pour it down into the hole, and it'll stabilize whatever else is in there. And you can always use some lime in the ground, and it came from the ground, so bye-bye concrete. Now we'll just let that rest until it's good and hard. Like 24 hours. And we'll come out and pull that cardboard off, the mold, and let it dry another 24, and then we'll backfill the dirt.